the federal government says that it is running out of patience with the slow pace of work on the Lagos-Ibadan expressway and has warned that it will take over any section of the interstate highway which is not completed by contractors before April. Now, according to Minister of Works Dave Umahi, who spoke after Tuesday's Federal Executive Council meeting in Abuja, government was determined to commission the project and would not allow further delays. Umahi disclosed that 30 billion naira is needed to complete the remaining sections, including an 8.55-kilometer stretch of the Lagos-bound carriageway. The Lagos-Ibadan Expressway project, which is valued at 213 billion naira, was divided into two phases, with Julius Berger having completed the first phase, while Reynolds Construction Company, that's RCC, is still working on the second phase. Well, Arise News analyst Mr. Dayo Sobowale joins us now to discuss the delay in completing this project and why it would be beneficial to complete it. Mr. Sobowale, good afternoon. Welcome to the program.
Good afternoon. It's a pleasure being as usual.
Yes, and a great conversation to have. I think one that strikes quite close to home for most people who ply this expressway daily, which I believe is the oldest expressway in Nigeria, which needed to be reconstructed over and over. So many years have passed since that reconstruction was commissioned by President Goodluck Jonathan, I believe it was, and yet we still have not seen the end of this completion. What's your take on this?
In line with your observation, I will say maybe the expressway, which is the busiest in Nigeria, if not in Africa, has spent more years under reconstruction than under normal usage. But it's a very, very important part of our commercial system. It leads to the north, to the east. Even it can be traced back to the old Trans-Sahara route, via Kano and all these other places. So I appreciate the urgency with which the minister is talking, but it's money that is talking. 30 billion to RCC and the other Arab contractors. I know Arab contractors more for football than road construction, but they are well established. They've been here for a long time. Two of them have been here for a long time, including Julius Berger, which the minister said has completed his own phase of it. But you see, it's not the matter of just making the highway available. There are so many attendant problems with this particular highway. High speeding, poor quality of road, accidents, and then overusage. You see, in the past, you see, it's the railways that used to carry this sort of cargo on our highways now. And the weight of them and the frequency, I mean, even the best constructed road with the best materials will wither in no time. So that is the problem. That's the first problem. The second problem is, you see, it's a tragic situation. See, when the roads are so good, the speed on them are so fast that I think more people die on the road than those that get to their destination. And it is still on. And that is even compounded now by a recent phenomenon of tankers with oil upturning. See, several reasons can be attributable to the upturning, but not far from it are bad roads, potholes, and so on, which unhinge some of their engines and so on, and their balance. And then people go there to scoop petrol, and then fire bursts out. It has become a frequent Nigerian phenomenon now. So I will pray that the minister achieves his objective, which is that these people should do something before April, which is the ultimatum he has given them, so the highway can be put to use. When the highway is okay, Lagos-Ibadan is 1 hour. 1 hour. I used to work in Ibadan sometime. We had this presidential task force under Buhari then. It was managed by Buhari. It was during the military regime. This road was cool, as I put it. You can be rest assured that if you get to that toll gate, the next hour you'll be at the toll gate at Ibadan. If you are going to Benin, 1 hour you will be in Ijebu-Ode. 1 hour you will be in this warfront town, and then 1 hour you are in Benin. If you can return to those old days of accurate timing and safe travel, I think it will be okay. You can always remember the Minister of Works for that. Let's leave it at that for now.
Also, Mr. Sobowale, thank you for giving us your own experience going back and talking about the cool days. Now, when we look past the funding issues, let's talk about the possible systemic failures that have contributed to these project management and contractor supervision that have led to all these delays we're seeing. Who should be held accountable?
You can see all projects have a time schedule. But there can be variations due to so many things. It could be climatic, it could be cost, it could be so many things. See? And at times that's why you have some variations in contractual agreements, doubling the initial agreement. So that's project challenges. But invariably, if they have done the assessment well, and the project analysis well, they should flow, just like a clock ticking on. But you see, if they do not, then the variation or the reasons should be addressed. Like the minister has said now, if they don't do it by April, he is interested in time. But if those people come up with, climatic, there could be some unusual rain, there should be some storm or flood, and it washes away what they have done. You have to reconstruct or to do it. So those are variations. That is why I see no project work like clockwork. Get me? Subject to the vagaries, the weather, so many challenges.
Mr. Sobowale, how do you think we can confront this issue that is recurring, which is that each administration seems to hand over uncompleted projects to the next? Some may be completed, some may not. For example, President Tinubu's administration inherited 974 billion nairas worth of uncompleted road projects. So that's the first question. How can we stop this thing where an administration starts where it cannot finish? Number one. Number two, our maintenance culture. If you look at the 974 billions worth of uncompleted road projects, most of them are rehabilitation, reconstruction, rehabilitation. It's not like we're really starting many new projects, but we're going back to try and resuscitate, some like this Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, old legacy, let me not call it old, legacy infrastructure that should have been maintained well and shouldn't have been left to become as dilapidated as it did. So they say government is a continuum, but we're not seeing that continuum. How do you think we can address these challenges?
I'm happy you remember government. I just wanted you to go ahead. The answer is simple. Government is a continuum. And then, you see, just like I said, she asked the question, and I mentioned some exigencies. There's not much you can do about that. And if they keep on saying rehabilitation, see, they don't have to reinvent the wheel. They have to and you see the road is there. It's going to be there forever, unless there is some earthquake or something like that. So it has to be rehabilitated, reconstructed, and revamped, if you like that more than reconstruction. So, you have answered it. Government is a continuum. I've always, we said all this on the eve of the election, the projects they were awarding. So don't forget the issues we discussed here now. So they are manifesting now. So you have answered it. Government is a continuum. Problems will happen on roads. Roads will have to be repaired, refurbished, and whatnot. But it is the duty of government to make roads passable so that commerce can flow, so that the economy can grow, therefore. Yes.
Commerce can flow, economy can grow. Poetry. DJ, Mr. Dayo Sobowale. Hey, now, did you hear yours?
Because you're rhyming.
Yes, now. Thank you so much for your time and analysis. We appreciate you as always, Mr. Dayo Sobowale. Thank you for joining us.